So I'm back with another mini-sode. This time around, Land Cruiser short wheelbase LC2. So here in Malaysia we have it called the LJ70, and this model is a 22R engine. So it's a petrol engine, and the thing about it is, to me, the scariest part about this car, just a quick one, would be rust. So most of these vehicles, when we call it the local spec, they have the tendency to have a lot of rust, and also because they're older than the 1KZ counterparts, the KZJs, and even the 2LTs. So like the one we did before, it was a 2LT, and that car interior obviously is a lot more refined, but this interior is very clean. The current owner Benny, so he got it from, I think it's a mechanic from Ipoh. So the car is generally well maintained interior wise, but so keep in mind he had it for about a year and a half, and in that year and a half he actually did not do much. I think besides the basic service, he actually did not do anything to it. I think he was just still having a feel for the car, so nothing was done. But as of now, what we need to do is, so there is flywheel oil seal leak, there is input shaft seal leak on the gearbox, there is the main pulley leak as well, there is also a steering box is leaking, and even the exhaust actually has a leak. That's why I'm trying to keep the throttle down, so you guys can, it'll be really noisy. So even the exhaust has a leak, but all that is easily solvable. For me, the biggest thing is, when you have these cars, you don't mess around with steering. As long as steering is good, brakes are good, tires are good, you can drive them. And like the previous one, just before this, when we did the LC2, that was Shukri's one, he had a brake issue, so that car would pull very aggressively towards the right, and to me that was dangerous. And obviously his wife spent most of the time driving it, so yeah, that was not pleasant to have. So that car needed attention immediately, whereas like for this car, it's drivable. Besides all the leaks that it has, it's actually very, very drivable. Again, because of the exhaust leak, I think there's a lot of fumes coming into the car, and creature comfort wise, it's the sort of the lowest spec short wheelbase, I must say. So you'll get like no power windows, stuff like that. Like the one thing I can really get on board with the owner is, he told me the side mirrors, we got to do something with the side mirrors. We got to go with the more current one, because this one is really hard to see out. If he didn't add those convex round things, it would be very hard to view out this glass. So for us, like right now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a full bottom end build. So all the bushes have arrived, everything's going to be super pro. All the bearings are going to be changed, whether it's wheel bearings, diff bearings, all that is going to be done as well. All the seals are going to be done. The gearbox is going to be dropped. I've been driving it before we take it apart, and for me it's like the biggest downside, 22R aside, the 4-speed gearbox, it's definitely a limitation. Once I get up to a certain speed, you can hear her like really screaming. But then at the same time, do you really want to find and put in, let's say if we put in a 5-speed box, but then the engine is all limiting as well. As long as you're in the straights and the car is kept with relatively decent tire size, you can go everywhere. But to me, it's very anemic. I'm sure I'm going to trigger a lot of Americans, because I think they love this engine, the 22R, the 22RE. So for them, this is like epic. They can do Moab and Hell's Gate and everything with this engine. So for me, unfortunately, I feel it's something that you wouldn't want to spend too much money on, and maybe look into a conversion. So for now, all we're going to do is we're going to settle all the leaks, and we're not going to do too much unless really needed. And then from there we'll see. So the main concern is just the bottom end, get everything cleaned up, get everything dry ice blasted, get everything coated. So no matter what we do in the future, whatever the owner decides to do in the future, it's that thing doesn't change. It's only the things that change would be the powertrain, so it would be the engine and the gearbox that we would, if we do a swap, that's the things that change. So overall, it's a very beautiful car. The paint is still in decent condition. And of course the interior, like I said, you know, it's very clean, but it's the low spec, so there's no power windows, no, it's just the carpets are, you know, it's the vinyl carpets and things like that, but that's all individual taste. So for me, obviously, I would like it to be a bit more dampened and a bit more soundproof, but you know, others might argue and say that, hey, you know, there's like nothing can go wrong because there's nothing in the car. So each to his own. For me, anyhow, it's a very good base. So far, looking at it, we were under it for quite a bit. Doesn't look like there's too much rust, but we will know once we dry ice blast. And even if there is, we will do the fix, whatever necessary fix for it. So in the meanwhile, hope you guys follow us on all social media so you can check out on the progress. Thank you so much. Catch you on the next one. Thank you.